Welcome all to SST College of Arts and Commerce, Ulhasnagar. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Yogesh Patil from the Department of IT and Computer Science. Friends, today we are going to discuss the topic for SYBSc Computer Science Semester 4 for the subject Android Application Development, and the topic which we are going to discuss is Kotlin environment setup with IntelliJ IDE, and also we are going to discuss how to run the very first Hello World program in Kotlin. So friends, before starting we have to know what is meant by Kotlin. Kotlin is nothing but a statistically typed general purpose programming language which has been developed by JetBrains. JetBrains is the firm or organization which has developed world class IDEs like IntelliJ IDE, then PHP Storm, AppCode, etc. Kotlin has been introduced in 2011 by JetBrains, and it is nothing but an object oriented language just like in Java, and it is very much interoperable with the Java code as well. As you can see in the screen, we have a basic setup for the Kotlin environment. You can download it from JetBrains Community Edition. To download, as you can see on the screen, what we have the versions like Windows, Mac OS and Linux. You can download it from any one of this, whatever the compatible version you have in your machine. For that you have to select community version, because we have two options like ultimate as well as the community. You can also get an information about the versions from the right side of the screen. Once we download or once we install the IntelliJ, we are going to create a very first Kotlin application. And to create Kotlin application, as you can see on a screen, we have to select the language Kotlin and we have to select the JVM IDE. But before that, we have to go to the file menu and we have to select the new menu option, and from that you can select the project, and then we will have this wizard, and from this wizard we are selecting Kotlin JVM IDE. Then we have to click on the next button. Once you click on the next button, the next window will appear to you. Here you have to give the name of your project, just like we have mentioned here one name, Hello Greeks and all. Then you can select your own path or you can use the by default path for it. Then we are going to select the SDK. This is the SDK which you already installed in your machine, that is Java. Then we are just selecting the names and the other setting will appear by default. Then you have to click on the finish button. Once we click on the finish button, it will open an basic IntelliJ IDE platform where we are going to create or where we are going to write a code for our program. But before that, once the project appears, we have to go to the menu like project. Then here, by clicking on SRC icon, we have to go to the new menu which has been popped up by right clicking. Then we have to select a Kotlin file / class. It will create a Kotlin file as well as Kotlin class file. Once we run the Kotlin program or once we compile the Kotlin program, it will automatically create the class file for our Kotlin file as well. So once we click on it, it will open one basic interface where we can write a program over there. So once we created a file, it will write a main function. The main function, as you can see, it has the keyword like fun. Fun is a keyword for the function, and by default we will have a main function over here followed with the parenthesis and the opening brace bracket. Opening brace bracket is identifying that we are starting our function from that. After that, within that opening and closing brace bracket, we are going to write the code for our first program. So first ever program, we are writing a code, hello world or hello Greece, whatever we want to write over there, with the built-in function, that is println. Println is a function, built-in function which has been used to display the output on an output screen. So just write the code as we have given on the screen, and then we have to run this application. So to run the application, what we have to do, we just have to select the first KT, first app KT, okay, then we can directly run it by pressing the keys Control plus Shift plus F10. Once we click on this, okay, the function or the program will run. Kotlin program basically start with the main function as Java. So if your program compiles successfully, it will going to display the output in a run tool window. As you can see, this is a run tool window, and in this run tool window, first we will have a path of our program, that is program files. Then it is showing which Java file or which Java SDK version we are using, okay. So it will contain that path. After that, it will display the output of the program, and it will show the message like process finished with exit code 0. Exit code 0 indicates that the code has been run or executed without any error. Then let's see how to write the program. We are going to write the very first hello world program in Kotlin. So first we have to write the main function with the argument. If you do not want to pass the argument, you can keep it blank. Then followed with the println function with hello world. As you can see in the previous example, we have seen it has nothing but an hello Greeks. So instead of that, you can write hello world. You can also write your own name or whatever text you want to display on the screen, and you can use multiple line code over there. Then as you can see in the code, we have used double slash before the Kotlin hello world program. This double slash indicates that this is a single line comment which will omitted by the compiler. So compiler is not going to run or compiler is not going to execute this line because it has been mentioned as a comment over there. Then once we complete the program, we are going to compile this program through the command line compiler, or we can use the keys like Control, Shift and F10. When we run it, it will display the output like hello world. Or we can also do one thing, we can go to the command line. On command line, you are going to write a code like KOTLINC space the name of your file. So as we are already named the file that first app.kt. Friends, you have to remember one thing. Whenever we create the file, Kotlin file, it has a .kt as an extension. As we have a .java extension in Java, here we have .kt extension for the Kotlin file. Once you run this program, okay, or once you compile this program, we need to run this. After successful compilation, it will display the next line on the compiler or on the command prompt. It won't display any message or nothing will appear over here. Yes, but if the program contains any error, in that case it will display the error message. So according to that error message, you have to solve or you have to correct those statements, and you need to rewrite the program, and then you need to compile it again. Once you compile it successfully, after successful compilation, on the next line you have to mention the command like kotlin space followed with the name of the file. In Java, most of the time we name the class file, but here we are just running that .kt file only. So the command will be, for in this case, kotlin space first step .kt. So once we run this program or once we execute this command, the output will be displayed like hello world. As you can see, we have already mentioned in our program that hello world, print ln hello world. So it will display the hello world on a output screen. So this is all about the environment setup and how to run the very first program in Kotlin by using IntelliJ IDE. Thank you very much.